Welcome back to Principal Eats, guys. I'm excited about this this episode. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified because what we're going to do is do some baking today, and baking terrifies me because I have to be precise. And those of you that know me, being precise is difficult. Shout out to my seniors. You like the COVID virus beard I'm growing? It's not No Shave November, and I know I beat all of you guys on No Shave November, but we're working it, and we're gonna let it go for a little bit, see what happens. I think, tomorrow morning I may wake up and say, I'm shaving that sucker off. We'll see. Today we're gonna make ricotta cookies. Now, back home, people might say, ricotta, yo, dude, you're making ricotta, right? You got them cookies going? That's what they might say, but it's really ricotta, and that's what we're gonna make, ricotta cookies. And they're delicious, and some of you are going, cheese can be made into a cookie? Yes, and it's delicious. And so we're gonna go right at it. I have my oven, it's preheated at 350 degrees. And what terrifies me about this is that I have to measure things. And I've told you guys in other episodes, using stuff like this is just not in my wheelhouse. But, you're making ricotta cookies, and you gotta do it the right way because they're delicious. Anybody I've ever made these for have fallen in love with them. So if you're one of those guys that doesn't want to be at Bake Sale 101 and do chocolate chip cookies, brownies, oatmeal cookies, do this, and your friends are going to be like, you're the coolest kid in the world. You totally are the coolest kid in the world. So all right, let's go. It's not, I got to follow the recipe, and I will try and give you the information as we go. First thing we're going to do, turn the camera around and see if I can do this all at the right time. First thing we're going to do is cream together a half a pound of butter. Yes, that's a lot of butter, but it's delicious butter. So in it goes. You could use this machine, or you could use gosh, what do they call them? My grandmother had one. I don't know. I'll send my editor a picture and she'll put it in there. There's another mixer, stand mixer, that you could use as well. So I've got my butter in. Then I'm going to use 2 cups of sugar. So figure out which one of these. That's half a cup. Here's where you go. Math time, right? So I need 2 cups. So this is only a half a cup. So we're going to cream this, is what they call it. We're going to cream this together. So I've got that. What I did for the butter, obviously, is I left it out for 2 hours so it got soft, so that, when I whiz this around, it's going to actually whiz, which is a technical term you should all know. Then we're going to add 3 eggs to this. What I did was I put it in this bowl. I cracked each one, and I'm glad I did. And this is a little technical teaching bit of information is if you crack them in here and an eggshell goes in, that's yucky and disgusting. So you put them in here just to make sure we got no eggshells. We were successful. There were no eggshells in here, so we're good. And then, you know what they say in the great state of Arkansas, right? I'm waiting for your answer. They say that. Cream it together, baby. And that's probably a good consistency. As you can see. I don't want to churn butter. I don't want to churn the butter. I just want to cream it together, get it to a good consistency, and add this being my wet, ingredients to my dry ingredients. So, if you give me a second. All right. Dry ingredients now to then welcome to our wet ingredients, and we'll go from there. And I'm learning as I do these videos, and who knows. But clear bowls so you can see what's happening, okay? I'm gonna do a cup of flour. And this is usually used for wet ingredients, not dry ingredients, but I don't know. I'm going sideways. I'm going for it. I've done it before and it's worked, so I'm gonna just go for it. And I need how many cups? 4 cups. 4 cups of flour. So we're filling this whole guy up. And I'm gonna go just probably a little slight of it, to be honest with you. Hold on. little slight of it because, again, this is used for liquid measurements, this for dry measurements. So I know all those people in the Food Network are like going, you're teaching them the wrong thing. Well, I'm not a baker, but I know this has worked before. So 4 cups in, bada boom, bada bang, bada bing, whatever you want to say. When you put it in, that's totally cool. I need baking powder and baking soda. So let's go baking powder first, and I need a teaspoon of that. So you would have figured I had all this stuff out. You know, you would have figured I had everything out and ready to go, but I'm trying out. Teaspoon of that, boom, down it goes. And then a teaspoon of baking soda. And I do make sure I level this off with this, you know, in the pan or whatever. That I level off to make sure that it's truly a teaspoon. And some of you are going, you didn't do that with the flour. Why did you do? I don't know. I'm not a baker. Give me a break. So then I've got salt, and you're supposed to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that's about what I just did without measuring because I'm that kind of way. And then I need a tablespoon. They say use a tablespoon of either lemon extract or vanilla extract. Guess what? We're living crazy because it's this time of year. We're doing both. Actually, I always do both, quite frankly, because I just think it helps with the flavor. So I'm doing a tablespoon vanilla. Bada bing. Tablespoon of lemon. And, you know, I always lie to you in every one of these videos. That one I just put in was the lemon, so this is the vanilla. So, you know, I went out of order. Big deal. And if you go over a little bit, I'm okay with that. Again, I know it's baking. You're supposed to be precise. But, you know, this stuff is delicious. So you've got that, and then what makes the cookie is ricotta. Ricotta. You know what I'm going to tell you? You got to have some ricotta in there. You got to throw it in there. It's a ricotta cookie. Throw it in. That's what we're doing. Ricotta. And it's delicious. And it will take, in this recipe, half of this. That's my measurement. Half of that. That's about as good as I got for you. I'm sorry. To all my math teachers of the world, I apologize. That's a technical math term of how to know how to measure this batch of, yeah, that's where we're going. That's what it is. So just get over it, man. You know? I have got a couple people here at the apartment complex that are just dying to taste these, so it'll be kind of cool when I make them. And I'm going to eyeball this and do half, you know, yeah, half of this, because that would be a pound of ricotta. And now I'm going to add the wet ingredients to this that we cream together. The butter, the sugar, we got that in. This is what we're looking at right now. It's a glob. I get it. It's a glob. It is. But now we're just going to start folding things together. And it's not necessarily the easiest cookie to come together, but we're making it work. And we will continue to do this until it comes together correctly. And, you know, I'll show you what that looks like. So you don't have to sit here and watch me stir, because you got to stir for a little bit. So I'll be right back. All right, we're going to add a little something that's not in the recipe, and that's a little fresh lemon, just to give it a little kiss. A little kiss. So I'm going to squeeze that into another bowl. Again, just so I don't have pits or seeds. And there's one of those big daddy-os hanging out. So I'm going to take him out and throw him in the sink. and then just pour that in. It's just going to give it a little bit more vibrant zest to the cookie. It's not in the recipe, but I don't know. I just started doing it, and it worked out. This feels a little thick, so we're going to see what happens. I mean, I don't know, but it smells delicious. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to start putting these onto the baking tray and talk to you about how long to cook them, and we'll cook them. We'll rack them. That's putting them on a drying cooking sheet rack. I don't know, dude. Then we're going to eat cookies for like 12 years because, like, look at all that. That's a ton of cookies. So, all right, we're back. We're going to put these cookies in the oven and let them go. What they're going to bake for is you drop them on an ungreased, and I'm going to show you, ungreased cookie sheet, and they bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you have to watch them, and what will happen, and you'll see, is the top doesn't look like it's cooked. It's the bottom that gets all like crusty and sexy and wonderful. So you don't want the bottom to burn. So the top may look like it's not cooked, but it's cooked. It's cooked. So, okay, what are we gonna do? It says in the recipe to use an ungreased cookie sheet. I cheat. I use one of these beautiful, I don't know, pieces of paper that they sell in the market, and it seems to work. So what I'm going to do is, the recipe calls to spoon out some of this onto the cookie sheet. I take a recipe, a tip from a professional cook is like, make them all the same size. So I use an ice cream scooper. I don't even eat ice cream. But what I do, Mom, love you, shout out to you, is I will pan the ice cream scooper, because this is supposed to be an ungreased cookie sheet, but to get these things out, once you put them in, I mean, they're pretty dense. So I pan that, and I may pan it a few times, then I've got one solid ball that are all going to cook uniformly because they're the same size. And I can already tell by the way these things smell, they're going to be delicious. A little bit, so they're a little bit flatter, and sometimes I'll just do this because I don't know, this looks good to me. Okay, so like I want them to cook evenly, so I'm going to do that as a batch. We'll put them in. They're going to go 10 to 15 minutes. I start checking around 10 minutes, and I check the bottoms of them. I think that's important. You check the bottoms of them and make sure they're not burning, and then we'll set up a rackadooski, a bunch of cookie sheets and cooking stuff. These little bad boys. We'll put these out and line them up and let you see what they look like, and then we'll talk about if you want to frost them or not frost them. You want to put sprinkles on them. You can do so many different things depending on what your taste buds dance to. So, all right, these are going to go in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. So as soon as they come out of the oven, this first batch, we'll reconvene. Look at that word, students. Reconvene. By the way, shout out to my buddy Scott Warfel. This is a play, Just Words, that I wrote. It took me 2 years to write. I'm wearing the shirt on purpose. He helped direct it at a school that we both were at. So in these times, words are important. And remind yourselves to say thank you and I need help, whatever the case may be. Because, just words matter. So besides cooking these incredible cookies, understand that in these times I want you to reach out to people if you need help. And use your words. Use your words to be an advocate for yourself. That's what this play is about that I wrote, and it was fun. It was fun to work with Scott. So, I don't know, just a little thought as 10 to 15 minutes go by with art making is think about your words. Think about what you say to people and how you say it to them. It's imperative, especially in these days. So, my best. All right, we're gonna put these in the oven. Enough lecturing. Off the soapbox. Off the soapbox. These sexy creatures are gonna go into the oven, and in 15 minutes, we're gonna have the best. You're gonna have the best bake sale cookies in the world. All right, we're in the oven. They go. All right. Little tip. Do not, when you're baking, open the oven check. Open the oven check. Open the oven check. Wait. These bad boys got another 2 minutes until I'll take a peek at them. But what I'll do is I'll put the oven light on, take a peek, and see where we're at. Again, we're concerned. Concerns the wrong word. The only thing we got to worry about is the bottom. We got to make sure the bottom's cooked. The top is going to look uncooked, but it's going to finish cooking when it cools off on the rack here. And it's weird how that happens, but that's what happens. So do not open the oven until, I don't know, we're ready. So this is at the 10-minute mark. We're a minute left for that, and I've peeked with the light. I haven't opened the oven. I've peeked with the light, and I think we're another minute or two past that. And then I'll check the bottoms, and if they gotta go to the 15 minutes, they go to the 15 minutes. But right now, as you bake, do not open the oven. It smells so beautiful that you want to. You're gonna want to. I'm not gonna. Like right now, yeah, I want to open the oven. We're not gonna open the oven. We're waiting. We're waiting till that moment of, yeah, when you know it's ready. All right, give me another minute or two, and I will show you what we have going on. And it's, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. Beautiful cookies. All right, guys, I let the cookies go an extra minute, and the bottoms are just getting to that brown, nice, beautiful stage. And so we're gonna pull them, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Because, you know, I'm giving them another 30 seconds, but I've got an entire batch to make, so we're going to be at this for a while. So I'll pull them, I'll let you look what that looks like, and then, you know, the editor that's incredible, it does the editing for this, will take care of, I don't know, something to show what it looks like at the end. But let me pull them so you can see what they look like right now, because they're beautiful. Oh, gosh, if you could smell these. Okay, so they look, that lighting is a little crazy, so we're going to do this. They look like soft on the top, but they're like little pillows. But underneath, if you can, that's going to be hot. They're cooked perfectly brown. So I'm going to put them on this cookie sheet, and they're going to finish kind of baking on the top while they're here. But these, honest to goodness, these are like little clouds. They are so soft, so beautiful, and so sexy, and you're gonna love them, and you're gonna be the hit of the world when you do this. So I've got these guys coming off the plate, and you know, as you can see, you know, first batch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I made 11. So I made less than a dozen. But I've got a vat of these to make. So, you know, they're basically going to be cookies for people, because that's a lot of cookies. But I will show you in a minute. I'm going to make another layer of this, put it in the oven, and then so you don't have to watch me make that after that, because it's the same thing. We'll talk a little bit about, when these cool a little bit, about how to use frosting if you want on them, or just eat them plain. Because I got news for you. I eat them for breakfast sometimes with my coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore. It's my doctor. But anyway, in the mornings I'll eat these for breakfast sometimes too, because they're just delicious. They're wonderful little snacks, and they're gorgeous. So I'm gonna make another row of them. Let these cool for a little bit, and when they cool, I'll come back and talk about how do you finish them if you'd like. But right now, you could eat this bad boy and you would be ecstatic, thrilled, happy, and say, let's make another batch tomorrow. That's what you'd say, for sure. All right, let me get going on another one of these, and then we'll finish off with how to finish off these if you didn't want to eat them this way. But they're pretty much delicious right now. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. All right, we're gonna show you how to finish these up because they're delicious and wonderful. You can eat them plain, and they're cooling and starting to harden up a little bit, but these are pillowy clouds. They don't get ever hard. They are just beautiful, soft, delicious. Yeah, it worked. You can always, during the recipe, just so you know, add a little more vanilla extract, a little more lemon extract, a little more fresh lemon if you want. You can play with that part a little bit. But I don't know, man. If I was gonna go see the Queen of England, I keep bringing her up because she's like cool and cool. I'd bring these and say, girl, we're not having tea and crumpets today. We're having tea and ricotta cookies. And she'd be like, whoop, she'd love it. So, okay, how do you finish these up? I eat them plain. I love them plain like this, okay? I do. But another thing that I do enjoy, if I'm gonna go for it, is lemon supreme, creamy frosting. My dad will make with lemon frosting. We'll make it with chocolate frosting because some of the kids in the family like chocolate frosting. You can do a basic confectionery sugar and water and boil that and make a drizzle on them, and that's delicious too. That is delicious too. But okay, let's finish one up a different way. Let's just do it. Let's go all out. So we got these gorgeous things, and take a smear of this lemon stuff, and these are delicate cookies, so be careful when you do that because I don't want them to break apart. So I've got a couple with this smear on them. If you wanted to, and you were cooking with your kids, and you wanted to add sprinkles to this, add some sprinkles. I'm not a sprinkles guy, so I don't want to spend the money right now on sprinkles. But you've got lemon, you've got plain. You can do, like I said, chocolate, confectionery sugar, butterscotch. I don't know. Knock yourself out. Do whatever you want. These are just gorgeous cookies that, I don't know. If I'm willing to take to the Queen of England and say to her, don't eat your crumpets, eat these. How cool is that? Right? So these are ricotta cookies. They're a subtle flavor. They're not overwhelming. They're not, like I said, if you want to try this recipe the way I gave it to you, and then the next time add a little bit more lemon or a little more vanilla, knock yourself out. But they're just these light, pillowy pieces of gorgeousness. And, who doesn't like gorgeousness? I don't know. I like gorgeousness. And they're gorgeous. So, as they say in the great state of Nevada, that's delicious. They probably don't say it that way. They probably say, that's delicious, but I don't know who the hell. But anyway, peace out until the next. I have a little tease for you. I'm going to have a guest appearance from. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I have a guest appearance on the next Principal Eats. So it's not going to be me cooking. I'll do the introduction. But I'm allergic to shellfish. This young lad is going to make you some shrimp tacos, and I'm excited about it, and excited for him because I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, he's cooking something I can't cook because I can't eat it. So anyway, should be fun. So until the next time, enjoy your ricotta cookies, or if you're from the south side, ricotta. Enjoy your ricotta cookies. All right, peace out. Miss you guys. Love you. Be safe.